YouTube. Happy Monday, y'all. Y'all, all day today, I could have swore it was Tuesday. Crazy, right? I mean, all day I thought it was Tuesday, y'all. But welcome back to another live. I was like, let me get on here and multitask at the same time. I'm at my desk working on something, but then I got y'all on the iPad. So if y'all see me looking over here, it's because I'm looking at my computer. But I decided to get on here. So let me know how y'all's weekend was. How was the start of the week, y'all? And let me know if y'all got questions. I mainly get on here for questions. If you are new here and you have never seen my face before, which I do have a lot of new subscribers, but if you've never seen my face before, y'all, my name is Lane, and I get on here multiple times a week, or at least I try to, and answer questions and help people learn about online income and how you can actually make online income from your phone, y'all. So that's literally what I do. Um, I think the last time, I don't even remember the last time I was on here. Probably like a few days ago, y'all. But I went a little MIA, y'all. I've been sick. I've been down bad. But I was supposed to be, I hope y'all can hear me in the first place. But anyways, I hope y'all can hear me. If not, like I said, my name is Lane. I get on here multiple times a week and help people learn all about online income, digital products, and content, especially. Um, I've been feeling bad lately, y'all. I want to say it's allergies. I've been stopped up, coughing like crazy. I'm supposed to be posting a vlog or like a short video every day this month. Y'all already messed up. I did good the first week, and then after that, we went downhill. We went downhill. I don't think I posted for 2 days. I think today is day 3. So tomorrow I'm gonna be back on it. But like I say, let me know if y'all got questions. I just want to get on here and talk to y'all pretty much about online income and content and how you can make, money doing that. I started my journey, just for anybody who is new, real quick. I started my journey back in 2 years ago, basically. 2 years ago, back in 2024. And I did start as a complete beginner in this space. Yeah, I started as a complete beginner, and I pretty much made my first 100K, over 100K, just by selling somebody else's course that I didn't even create. UBC to be exact. So when I started, that's when MRR, Master Resale Rights, was really, really popular. And I think back then it was easy for a lot of us. I ain't gonna say a lot of us, because some people didn't do good. But I think back then it was easier because that's when Master Resale Rights was like really, really big before it went downhill. But I did have to put in a lot of work. But I made over 6 figures just selling a course that I never even created, y'all. And I was learning and making money at the same time. And then eventually, I had to really buckle down on skills and build my own stuff, own programs, own products, whatever, right? And that's literally how I got started. I ended up quitting my job a year in March of 2025, so a year later, um, because I had replaced my income, right, by selling digital products. I did experience seasons where I was making sales, and sometimes I wasn't making sales. Sometimes I was making good money. Sometimes I wasn't. I went through that phase, and then I had to figure out why. I went through all of that, and continued to learn as I went. Even now, 2 years later, I'm still learning, y'all. I feel like you never really stop learning in this space. If you want to continue to grow and continue to make money, you have to know that, y'all. Some people think they know everything, but you're constantly learning. I went through a phase where I wasn't growing like on my Instagram, to be specific. I'll never forget the number, y'all. I had 1,900 followers. 1,900. And I was stuck at that number. It kept fluctuating. It would go up a little, go down a little, go up. I could never get past it. It was like 1990 or something like that. I could never hit that 2K mark with followers, because it would go like to 1993. Then I would have 1,991. Then it would go up to 1,995. And then and it did that for months. And then finally, y'all, we grew. We grew. And now I'm at 11,000, over 11,000 followers on IG. And that's because I figured out strategies, y'all. I figured out there's really strategies behind all the madness, believe it or not. But that's because I figured out strategies on how to grow. And it makes a lot of sense. Um, I feel like all these platforms, these social media platforms, y'all, they all have their own personality, own algorithm. And I ain't gonna lie, people might not agree with this, but yes, I feel like they each have their own algorithm. I also feel like the type of content you post makes a difference because it does. I know that for a fact because when I started switching up my content strategy, I was able to grow over 8,000 followers in less than 60 days, right? After being stuck at 1900 for months. So I knew exactly what I was doing to grow. Like I was doing it on purpose. You know what I mean? So I know for a fact it works. But me personally, I still feel like there's a tad bit of luck in there. People might not agree with that, but I don't care. I said it, and that's how I feel. Even after figuring out the strategy and growing so many followers, especially on IG, I still feel like it's a little bit of luck and a little bit of Instagram just doing what they want to do and pushing certain people. I don't care. Go argue with somebody else. That's my opinion. That's just how I feel. I'm gonna keep it real. Like I ain't finna be acting like I don't. That's what I believe. But I do know there is strategy behind it because I've used it. So I just feel like some people may have to work a little harder. I mean, it. That's just how it is. But yeah. So I grew. I grew my page over there to 11K now. Like I say, after being stuck for so long at 1900. So I do know a little bit about content and growing. Also on Facebook, y'all. So Facebook, I was stuck at 100, not even 100. Because I want to say you have to have 100 on Facebook to go live. I can't remember, y'all, because I only went live on Facebook twice. But I do remember when I first tried to go live, I couldn't because it said that I didn't have enough followers. So I want to say it was 100, y'all, because I didn't have that many followers. This was just recently, like 2 months ago, maybe a little more than 2 months. And I was like, well, dang, let me get some followers, right? So I finally got my 100 followers. But it's like when I hit the 100th follower, I went live, right? So I went live the next day. And then I didn't go live no more because I didn't get no traction over there. You know how it is. So I went back, doing what I was doing. And I kind of just ignored Facebook for a little bit. But I cross post from Instagram to Facebook, right? So anytime I posted an Instagram reel, it will automatically cross post to Facebook. That's how I had it set up. But when I was posting all the content that wasn't growing me on Instagram, like I told y'all, I was stuck at 1,900 followers. That was the same content going on Facebook. So they both was looking crazy. But it didn't dawn on me. Like when I figured out the strategy and I cracked the code for IG, and I gained all those followers, I didn't pay attention to Facebook because Facebook has just never been a platform that I thought of like selling digital products on, right? I just had it connected. So one day I went over there because I was like, okay, let me go back over there. I'm gonna try to go live again. I had like 2,000 followers. I'm like, what? Like I had just made 100 so I can go live, and then I went back like shortly after I had like 2,000 followers, and I'm like, oh wow. So the same strategy that I was using on Instagram was working on Facebook because I had just started growing on Instagram. The next thing I know, I was at like 5K, 10K. Y'all, I'm at 26,000 followers on Facebook, which is crazy. And it's mainly from me just not even thinking about it because I'm cross posting the same content. So I do know a thing or two about growing on both of those platforms. That's why I created that IG growth strategy guide that I have because it truly is everything that I put in that guide is truly how I was able to grow my following. Not gonna lie. So that's why I made that guide, y'all. If anybody is curious, let me know because I don't think I have it linked on my store. But I put the information into an ebook and I started selling it to people who wanted to learn how to grow, right? And it's crazy because it was such a simple, I don't want to say it was a simple thing, but it was definitely something I already knew. I just didn't realize how important it was, and I didn't realize like I don't want to say the true meaning because I know the meaning, but it's just, I just didn't realize the importance of doing it to actually grow. But now I know. So that's kind of what I teach also whenever I do like one-on-ones and stuff like that. So, like I say, I was stuck on IG, grew that page finally. Facebook just inadvertently started growing. The good thing about Facebook, y'all, is Facebook you can earn three ways, either from just text post, uh, pictures, just like pictures, not reels, and then also reels. And actually, Facebook likes when you do all three types of content, right? So if you do all three, they like that. And you can get paid for all of them. I would say a tip about Facebook that a lot of people don't know that I had to learn the hard way. Facebook, in order to make money on your reels, your reel needs to be 10 seconds or more. It's either 10 or 11. I ain't pinpointed it, but it's one of them. And the reason why I know is because, on Instagram, we like to do those 7, 8 second reels. So all that content that I was posting, like all the reels that was cross posting from, y'all ain't got all off track. I had a whole little thing I want to talk about on here, but whatever. All the content that I was posting that was getting cross posted from Instagram over to Facebook that grew my following to 26,000, right? I want to say I'm at 26,000. Let's see. On Facebook. It's crazy because my Facebook is growing nonstop. Every time I go on there, I done gain like another 1,000 followers. See, I'm at 26,700 over there. So all of that content, because most of my reels, like any of my short videos, are like they're usually not more than 8 seconds. Y'all wasn't making a dime. I'm like, how is it that? Because first off, I didn't even tell y'all I got monetized in the midst of all this. So when I went from that 100 to like 1,000 followers, like overnight on Facebook, I got a notification eventually somewhere in there that I was eligible to be monetized. So that's how I got monetized on Facebook. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'm monetized. Man, I was posting all my content. I have so much content over there. And every time I would look at like what you call it? The analytics, I'm like, why is it $0? But I got like 100,000 plus views. Like I got lots of views over there, right? And I get lots of engagement, y'all. That's the thing. I get a lot of engagement over there, especially if I say comment and keyword. Y'all, Facebook is slowly becoming like, listen, just know I get a lot of engagement over there when it comes to like the comments, right? So I'm like, $0, zero, not even a penny. And it's because the videos were so short. And I'm like, oh man. So I was cross posting. They need to be 10 seconds. So that's just a tip for y'all. Anybody who on Facebook and wonder why you ain't making no money and you monetize because your video too short. So I tested it out. I was like, okay, let me make a video a little longer. So I would look at my videos that would be longer, like 11 seconds, 12 seconds, and they would make some money. So I'm like, okay, well, that sucks. So now, now, like I intentionally, if I remember, I intentionally make so that I'm not doing double the work, y'all. Because I'm gonna tell y'all one thing about me, I'm all about working smarter, not harder. Because I get burnt out fast. I get burnt out fast. I get exhausted fast, and I'll be like, if it's not making me happy, I'm done. And that's gonna get to my next point that I was wanting to say from the beginning. So I intentionally started going on Instagram and making my B-roll longer. I was like, if it hurt my analytics on Instagram, oh well. Because the whole point of that short video is so that it can loop, you know? But I'm like, if people can loop a 7 second video, you can loop a 10 second video. It's just 3 extra seconds. So now if I'm conscious of it and if I remember, I will extend the video. I like to do 11 just to be on the safe side. Because they be trying to cut off a little bit and then the next thing you know, it don't work. That way when I post to Instagram, the same video that goes on Facebook is long enough. So that's just a tip. If anybody is over there wondering why the reels ain't making no money, it's because it's different. It gotta be longer. I think it's 10 seconds, but I always say just do 11. Yeah, just do 11 to be on the safe side. Because when I go back and look at my videos, the ones for sure that are like those 7, 8 seconds, they're not doing nothing. I'm talking about nothing. I got some videos that 500 new followers from them. Tons of engagement. 1,000 new followers from one reel. No money. Because the video was too short. I'm like, that sucks. So yeah. But like I was saying, if something don't make you happy, don't do it. At the end of the day, I got pulled into like, y'all, I'm just yapping at this point. Let me know if y'all got questions. I came on here to talk about online income, content, and how you can make money just by recording your everyday life or either being faceless and having something to sell, y'all. The key is having something to sell. Digital product, in other words, right? Some type of digital product. But yeah, I got pulled into high ticket because I thought like I wanted to do high ticket sales. I didn't really think that. I just was kind of thrown into that. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's do high ticket sales, high ticket clients. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it. And then y'all, I I don't want to do it. Like I don't want to do it. And most people will probably be like, why not? Y'all, I did it for like a few months. I did get a couple, no, not more than a couple. I want to say four figure clients, but it just doesn't make me happy. I don't have nothing against it. I'm not gonna down talk it because one thing about me, I never say never. Because you say you don't like this and you ain't gonna do this ever. Next thing you know, years later you doing it, and then people throw it in your face. So I just feel like people can speak on their own opinion, own experience without bashing something. But high ticket sales is just not something I want to do. That's not saying I won't do it for like one off people who truly want to just do that. But like high ticket sales, working with people like 120 days, 4 months, and all of that, and charging $5,000, $10,000, I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to do it. Like I just don't want to do it. Like I can see 2K, 3K, depending on what you offering, but like 10K, even more, y'all. People charge more than that. 20K, like I say, I ain't knocking it. Do what you want to do, but it's just not something I want to do. I just wasn't happy doing that. I wasn't happy. Yeah, the money is good, but I just wasn't happy. If I'm not happy, all money ain't good money. That's just me. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I'd rather just do stuff my way. Um, and then also, I feel like if you're doing high ticket sales and you charging 3K 1 minute, then 5K the next, and then 10K all of a sudden, and nothing drastically changed in what you offering, I feel like that's a bunch of bullshit. I said what I said, y'all. Whoever don't like it, oh well. I feel like there's a bunch of bullshit because if you go from 3 to 5 to 7 to 10, you better have a reason why. Like that's just my people do what they want in their business, mind you. But I just feel like a lot of it is unethical, and I'm not saying all. I'm never gonna say all because I do know some people, whatever they offering for that price may be worth it. Depending on status, depending on what you giving them, how much time, whether it's group, whether it's one on one. I don't know. People pay for proximity. Um, but I just feel like when you start a certain way and then you quickly transition from this price to that price to that price, and nothing extra was offered, I feel like that's not right. I feel like you doing that now just because you can, just because you master sales, and just because you master sales and you're able to convince people, don't mean you're supposed to do it if it's not worth it. Like that's just my opinion. So, anyways, I didn't like some of the things that I saw happening and high ticket sales. And I know there's people out there who do it the right way. I didn't like some of the stuff I saw. I didn't like some of the tactics that was being used. I just no, it was a little grimy for me. That's just my opinion. And I know I didn't have to do it that way, but it just wasn't something that I wanted to do. Um, but I'm not knocking it. Like I say, some people may be running their business right. To each his own. Um, but I would just personally rather work with people for lesser and in a shorter time. That's just me. I don't want to be committed for no 120 days just because I'm making $5,000. Like, no, I don't want. I know. No, like that's just me. I don't know who else can relate, but that's just me. So yeah, like I said, I did it with a few people, but not even at no 5,000. I was not doing that, but I just didn't enjoy it. I don't know. I was miserable, really. Um, but like I said, yeah, y'all, this is not hard to do. You literally using content. Content is literally marketing now. That's all it is. No matter what you sell or what you have to offer, your content is doing the marketing for you because you're going to be on social media. That's how you're going to market your business. That's how you're going to put it in front of people. And the content is just a form of marketing. So that's why content is really, really important in mastering content, good content. So that way you're growing and making money, because you can be growing all day, y'all. Some of the people with the biggest followings don't make a lot of money, because just because you have followers doesn't equal money. I'll say that all day. It does not mean that. When I started my journey as a beginner, y'all, I had 300 followers when I made my first sale. By the time I made $10,000 that second month as a beginner, I probably didn't even have 1,000 followers, and I had made 10K online. So don't think because somebody has a smaller following that they don't know what they talking about or they not making money. I would never say that. But that's what's wrong with people though. People assume, people assume, oh, she ain't got a lot of followers, so I ain't gonna go to her. Y'all don't quit doing that. I'm telling y'all. Because y'all gonna go to these people that got a lot of followers, and you're gonna be ignored, and then you're gonna be looking crazy trying to figure out why you ain't got no help. Yeah, because you went to so and so just because they got the followers and they don't know a damn thing. I'm telling y'all. And I'm not saying that for everybody, but don't choose people like that. Is what I'm saying. But anyways, followers do not equal money. So don't think like you have to have a lot of followers to be able to make income online. You don't. But when you start, you should slowly be growing as you're doing this. If you stuck and you stagnant, it's a reason, right? You don't want that. You want to be growing. Hey vets, what do you sell that helps people grow? So I have a few products. So it depends on where you're at in the journey. So like I have a growth guide that I created that's just an ebook where I put all the strategies on how I was able to grow on Instagram and gain like a lot of followers within a short amount of time, in the same way I was able to do it on Facebook. So I have a guide on that. I also have my software starter system, which is a full bundle for a beginner who wants to learn how to make income online, just all around, like learn what digital products is, how it all works, all about messaging, positioning, and all of that. But as far as growth, if you're specifically looking for like something to grow and you're already making content, I would say my IG growth guide, which is just an ebook that I created. But like I said, that's for people who probably are already posting and stuck and stagnant. Um, I did want to come on here and mention though, y'all, which is one of the main reasons I got on here tonight. Well, I don't want to say one of the main reasons, but it's one of the reasons I got on here. So I did start doing like 30-day personalized custom content strategies for people and like one-on-one experience for 30 days. I didn't announce it live, but I did it through email marketing because I wanted to see, y'all. I got a tendency of doing things and then I don't like it. And like I said, if it don't make me happy, I'm not doing it. I don't care what you know what I mean? Like money is a part of it, but at the end of the day, it's not everything because I'd rather be happy. So, um, I announced it through email marketing by just sending out emails to people who previously been customers of mine. Y'all, and I got an overwhelming response from it, which is a good thing. That's a good problem to have, right? And I did that like a few months ago. So I did do it and use it with a few people. I did like the 30-day custom content plans where you get to work with me for 30 days. And I kind of help you come up with everything, your strategy, like everything, your content pillars, uh, basically you get a one-on-one call, you get a full audit of your content. If you don't have any content and you don't know what to post and you just starting out, I help you come up with content direction. Y'all, I'm reading off the thing so I don't forget nothing. Your niche, if you don't know what your niche is, who you're speaking to, your content pillars. What else did I do in this? Help you decide if it's better for you to be faceless or face forward or both, your formats, your content formats, and then plus like how to grow. Like you get my growth strategy included in this, and like I say, 30 days a 30-day content plan, but you're getting me, y'all. All of this that I'm telling y'all don't even matter because the whole point of this, you're getting me to help you, right? Then you get a follow-up call and you get Telegram access, so you can have access to me in chat. And you get my content command center. If you don't know what that is, I'll explain it later. So I did this through email marketing and I got so many people. Y'all had to take it off my store because I had it on my store. But I decided I'm not going to put it on the store. I'm going to just do it as a single link. But y'all, I'm announcing it for the first time on YouTube. So like I say, it's 30-day personalized custom content plan. And you get to work with me for one-on-one for 30 days and we can come up with this plan. Plus you get unlimited access through chat, ongoing. Y'all, for the first 3 people, I'm thinking 5, but I'm gonna say 3. We're gonna go with 3. The first three people, if you know you are somebody who wants to do that, you want the one-on-one support, you want somebody helping you, you want eyes on your content, you want all of that, and you know you need the help. The first three people, y'all, that want to do this, I'm doing it for 197. 197. So I'm just throwing that out there. I ain't gonna keep talking about it. I ain't gonna explain it. I'm just if y'all got questions, ask though. But I'm doing it for 197 for the first three people, and then after that it's gonna be 247. And like I say, that's 30 days one-on-one support. And if you want to know more, ask questions. But if not, y'all, it's in the description. Nice, I love that. Do you still? Yes, I still have UBC vet. I still have UBC. I don't actively market it. It's still in my store. I don't actively market it because I'd rather just kind of market my own products and do my own thing. But it's still there. I still mention it all the time because that's the course that I mentioned it. I mentioned it at the beginning of the live because that's the course that pretty much changed my life. When I started 2 years ago. But like I say, some people need a different kind of learning. Let's just put it like that. Some people need the one-on-one support. Some people, UBC is a great course. It teaches you a lot. But what kind of learner are you is the question. Are you going to implement the stuff? Some people don't need more information. They need somebody to help them implement the stuff and tell them what to do, right? So, like I said, I still have it. I still mention it. It's just not like in the forefront of my business, if that makes sense. But like I say, that 30-day custom content strategy that I have, y'all, I limit it to a certain amount of people at a certain time just simply because I'm actually giving my time. But this is the way I'd rather do it than doing high ticket sales, y'all. This makes me happier. Like I say, I tested it through email marketing just to see how it would work. I got a good response from people, good feedback, good testimonials, and I just think for me, it's the way that I want to go. I'm not gonna let nobody tell me how to run my business. Just saying, and tell me, oh, you should be charging $5,000. Well, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. Like, I just don't. I just don't. Your growth is amazing. Shout out to you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So like I said, y'all, if anybody is interested in that, like truly nailing the strategy and willing to put in the work and implement the things and actually start making income online and growing your social medias, y'all, it doesn't matter if it's YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram, y'all. I can help with all of them. But if you're serious about it and you want the help, like I said, y'all, and you're getting my IG growth guide included, plus the content command center, which is like a tool I built that's going to help you organize your content and then help you know what type of content to post, which is a whole different thing. That's how you grow, by posting top of content, top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel content, y'all. A lot of y'all don't even know what that is, and that's why your that's why your page not growing. I'm just telling you. That's why my page wasn't growing, and I knew what it was. So I know all the strategies. What was that question? Freedom abroad. Do you offer one-on-one faces marketing courses? What do you mean? Did you just hear kind of like what I was saying? So I offer a 30-day personalized support, whether you face this or face forward. I just announced it. I was doing it through my emails marketing first, so I already took some people already that I've already worked with. They loved it. Everything worked out. So I do it. It doesn't matter if you face this or face forward, but it's basically going to be 30 days. I'll help you come up with a 30-day plan. I'll look at your content, tell you what I think. If you lost, you don't know what to post about, you don't have content pillars, you don't know what niche, even if y'all don't have a digital product and you don't have a digital product, or maybe you have a digital product. It doesn't matter, y'all. I'll help you come up with a digital product using your own knowledge. So that way, if you out here trying to sell a course and you really don't want to sell a course, it's just you bought a course and now you don't know how to make your own product. I help with that too, y'all. It's very simple. I help you come up with a low ticket. You just got in the live? Okay, that's what I thought. So, yep, I had just said it. So, yes, so I do one-on-one for 30 days, but I'm pretty much helping you come up with a plan. If you click in the description of the live, I just pretty much said, like, I'm going to do like the first 3 people, maybe 5, it just depends, for only $197 before the price goes up. So basically, you only pay $197, and I can help you with your content and get you a whole plan going for 30 days. Plus, you get access through me to me through a Telegram chat. So that way you always have access to ask questions. I'm going to keep the chat going even after the 30 days so you'll still have access. And you'll get my IG and Facebook growth guide to help you grow if you are on those platforms. I don't know. So yep, y'all. It doesn't matter if you faceless or not. Um, what else was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought that quick. Dang, I was saying something before that question. I forgot, y'all. But let me know if y'all got any more questions. But the link, if anybody is looking for the link to that, y'all, it's not in my bio. It's in the description of the live. I don't know if y'all can see it. I don't know if it's live now or if can somebody tell me if they can see my description with the link or if it's because I don't know if YouTube I don't know what YouTube be doing. I don't know if it's in there now or if it doesn't show till after. I don't know, y'all, because I can't see. Let me see if I can pull up my own live. Let's see what I can see. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all gonna tell me. I want to say y'all can see it because I think I asked this question before. You see it? Okay. Thank you. So, yep, y'all. First three people, only $197. That's it. You getting one-on-one support. All the stuff I named, that's irrelevant. You paying for the one-on-one support, right? People need help. People need implementation, not really more information. You need somebody to actually help you and say, hey, you doing this wrong or you doing this right. Or this is working, this is not, right? That's what people need. Not more products or more information or more courses or more this or more that, you know? Some people need the one-on-one support. So yep, y'all, it's in the description. If anybody is interested, I still can't remember what I was gonna say. I was saying something before this, but I forgot. Dang it, y'all. Let me know if y'all got any questions for me. Any last minute questions. But y'all, this is really not hard. It's not hard to do. People really overcomplicate this. Make it more difficult than what it really is. More confusing. I keep saying, like, you're literally deciding if you're gonna be faceless or face forward. Or AI. Y'all, you can even use AI if you wanted to. I'm not against AI. Um, decide where you want to be. Like as far as social media, do you want to be on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram? You can repurpose your content. I'm a firm believer of repurposing content. So if you post a reel on Instagram, you should have a business Facebook page connected. And you could be cross posting that same content onto Facebook without even thinking twice, y'all. That's literally how I grew 26,000 followers. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, I did it in like less than 3 months. I literally gained almost 10,000 just in the last 28 days. And I'm just cross posting, right? So decide what platform you want to be on. And then, of course, once you do that, you have to have a product. You have to have a digital asset that you're selling, whether you're selling somebody else's course, whether you have your own product, whatever it is, y'all. Some type of digital product because that's how you're going to make money. The content is just a way for you to market, your product and get it in front of people. And then you have to have a place to sell your digital product on. So like Stand Store. I use Stand Store, and that's not the only platform. That's a lot, y'all. You can use Beacon, Stand Store, Gumroad, Shopify. Y'all, there's so many. I use Stand Store. I have Beacons too. I feel like Stand Store is probably the most user-friendly one to me. Beacons is probably the most aesthetically pleasing because it's more, to me, more customizable and it costs less. So just choose one. You can do a 14-day free trial. If you click the link in my bio, I have a 14-day free trial that you can do for Stand Store for free. But you have to have something that hosts your digital product, just like your website, right? Because you have to have a link in your bio. So if you have those things, like I said, a digital product, a website, pick your platform, decide how you want to show up. If you're going to show up showing your face or not, maybe you're going to be hybrid. I don't know. They all these ways work, y'all, because I've done them all. I've been face forward, I've been faceless, I've done AI. They all work. It's just a matter of what's going to work for you. What you think may work for you might not. So you may have to switch it up. So, but they all work. And then once you have all those things, you just need to come up with a plan. You gotta learn the skills. So it's not as simple as just having it. There's skills you gotta learn. People would make it look like it's that simple. Oh, you got all these things, you're good to go. No, you're gonna be posting and just throwing stuff at the wall and wonder why you ain't growing and why you're not making no sales. So that's just the stuff you need on the surface. Behind the scenes, you have to learn the skills, y'all. You gotta learn marketing, branding, buyer psychology. That's how you're gonna make money. That's how you're gonna get people to buy from you. That's how you're gonna get your product in front of the right person. That's how you're gonna build trust. All those skills that you need to learn. That was the reason why I had invested in a course when I first started, right? That's the reason why people invest in other people or one-on-ones and stuff like that, so that they can learn these things. But it just depends on how you learn, right? And then once you master those skills, you should have no issue with making money. No issue at all, right? You can sell low ticket products. I'm not against low ticket. You can sell mid ticket products. You can sell high ticket products. It's up to you. But the most important part, y'all, is learning the skills. I'm telling you, learning the skills. Because there's so many people who have great products. I've seen it, y'all. They have good products, whether it's a course, whether it's an ebook, whether it's a guide, or whatever it is. They have really good products and really good websites, everything. Everything look nice. Product good. Ain't making no money. Ain't making no money because the people who need to see their product is not seeing it because they posting horrible content. They either posting horrible content or they just not posting the right content at the right time. Put it like that. Yeah, one of the two. So don't be that person. But let me know any other questions for me before I go. Y'all, I'm gonna be on here like 5 more minutes and then I am getting off. I've been thinking today is Tuesday. Today is not Tuesday. Goodness. Today is absolutely not Tuesday. My allergies been acting up, y'all. I probably look like I've been crying. It's been my allergies, trust me. Allergies just been going crazy. I was coughing so bad the other day. It was horrible. Any last minute questions, y'all? Y'all still in here, but y'all ain't asking no questions. Like I said, if y'all looking for the one-on-one, it's in the description of the live. That's the only place you're gonna find it. So if you see the live later and I'm not actually live and you wanna get a spot, go to the description and you'll see the link. All you gotta do is click it, purchase there, and you'll get a follow-up email telling you what to do next. Dang. All right, y'all, got a couple more minutes. It's past my bedtime. Let me stop. It's not even 9. It's about to be 9 o'clock where I'm at. Yeah, it's about to be 9 o'clock. $8.56 to be exact. I must have did a good live. Y'all don't got no more questions? I must have answered all of them in the live. All right, y'all. I gave y'all opportunity. All right, y'all. If anybody just came in, you're gonna have to rewatch the live. I'm gonna leave it up. You can watch the replay. If you, like I said, if y'all see the live later, y'all got questions, you can put them in the comments, or you can DM me on Instagram. If you're looking for the link, y'all, it's in the description. That's the only place you're gonna find it. in the description of this live, because it's not public on my store. So in the description, if you got questions, just DM me on Instagram. What else was I gonna say? Something else. I think that was it. But y'all, that's pretty much it. Thank y'all for joining. I'll try to go live again tomorrow. Matter of fact, I am gonna go live again tomorrow. We're not gonna say try. I am. I'm gonna go live again tomorrow. I just don't know what time. But like I said, 3 spots, maybe 5 at 197, y'all. And then after that, the price will go up. So as long as you see it there, you're good. And that's pretty much all I got. So good night, everybody, and I will see y'all tomorrow.